loss or alopecia is a problem that I often get asked about. What can we do for hair loss? How can we grow new hair?
Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the world of natural remedies to promote hair growth, a topic that resonates with so many people. Whether you're struggling with thinning hair, dealing with hair loss, or just aiming for stronger, shinier locks, these natural solutions can be a game changer. Did you know that natural methods not only avoid harsh chemicals, but can also deliver long-lasting results? By providing your body with the right nutrients and using techniques that improve blood circulation to the scalp, you can nurture your hair follicles and support healthy growth. What's even more exciting is that these methods are backed by both traditional wisdom and modern research. So let's dive deeper into these tips and tricks to find what works best for you. A thick, shiny, and healthy head of hair isn't just a dream. It can start with small but meaningful changes to your daily routine.
Well, first of all, we have to put the detective hat on and find out why there is hair loss. So what would be some of the most common causes of hair loss? Well, one friend of mine, she always dyed her hair. Her hair, she was showing grey hair from a very early age, and so from about the age of 30, she began to dye her hair. Now you can get a hair dye made of henna, and henna is a plant that can dye your hair, and that is not toxic. But my friend did not use that one. She used a chemical hair dye, and little by little it was killing off her follicles where the hair grows. So it can be chemicals on the hair. Another friend of mine did not like her very curly hair, and so all her life, from probably about her late teens right up until her 50s, she straightened her hair. Now the solutions that they use to straighten the hair, or for people with straight hair that want curly hair, it is a very toxic chemical. So what happens is, if a person wants to straighten their hair, what the hairdresser does is pull the hair over great big rods like that. And so the curly hair that's this curly, of course, gets pulled over them, and that straightens it. But if a person's got straight hair and they want curly hair, well, the rods are that big and they stretch the hair around and around and around. So whether it's to straighten the hair or whether it's to curl the hair, they put this toxic solution on. It's a strong chemical, and what it does is it breaks all the little joints in the hair, because hair has all these little joints like this. So what it does is it breaks the joints, and then it's molded, of course, around either there for the curl or there for the straight. And then when all of those little bonds are broken and it's been stretched into a certain shape, they rinse off that chemical, and then they put another chemical on to set it. So to set the bonds together, and then that sets the hair structure as straight or as curly. So basically that's how the hair is permed. When I first left school at the age of 16, I was a hairdresser for about 4 years, and we used to do a lot of perms. And that's how they perm hair, whether it be straight or whether it be curly. But when those chemicals are constantly going on the hair, little by little, they kill the hair follicles. I have also seen in some areas where people braid their hair really, really tightly. You'll often see that they've got hair loss around here, where you've got that weight, you've got that constant weight on the hair, which can really just keep pulling the hair out, and then the follicles are damaged. So no matter how it happens, we must stop what is causing the damage. That's the first one. If you don't turn the tap off, you're still mopping up in the other corner. Sometimes I see hair loss in a hormonal imbalance. So if it's a hormonal imbalance, then the hormones must be balanced back again. And that's where the Anna's Wild Yam cream. I have a presentation on balancing the hormones, and you can Google my name and watch that, and it will show you that the Anna's Wild Yam Cream is a cream that when it's regularly applied twice a day, it balances those hormones back and can cause that hair to grow back again. Sometimes high stress, if someone goes through a very stressful situation, one of the reactions can be hair loss. So what can you do to bring it back again? There's one more that I didn't mention, and that's anemia. If a person is anemic, it can cause hair loss. So what's anemic? Anemic means very low iron in the blood. And anemia can be caused because of heavy blood loss at period time. A lot of women suffer from that, and that can cause anemia, and the anemia can cause the hair loss. So to resolve that, again, watch my lecture on hormones, boost the progesterone, get the estrogen down, then there won't be the heavy blood loss every month, and the person won't be anemic anymore, and so again, the hair can grow. Another cause of anemia can be low hydrochloric acid, because iron is bound up in food and it needs acid to liberate it from food. So it's very important that the person ensure they have nice strong hydrochloric acid. A simple way to ensure that is to have a quarter of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper in a little bit of water before every meal. If you're finding that a little bit hard, you can have the juice of a lemon before every meal. Important to leave a break between meals. Important not to drink water with your meals, because that dilutes the hydrochloric acid. Also important to have a very happy, relaxed environment at the meal table. I target those points in more detail on my lecture on the gut. So the causes of hair loss can be anemia, it can be high stress, it can be a hormonal imbalance, and it can be damage that's just physical damage that has been done to the hair follicles.
Nutritional deficiencies are a common factor contributing to hair loss. If your diet is lacking in essential vitamins and minerals like biotin, vitamin D, zinc, and iron, your hair may become weaker and more prone to shedding. To address this, make sure to follow a balanced diet that includes plenty of fruits, leafy greens, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Foods such as eggs, nuts, spinach, and fish are particularly beneficial for maintaining strong and healthy hair. Additionally, certain medical conditions like thyroid disorders, autoimmune diseases, or scalp infections can also lead to hair loss. If you suspect these might be the cause or notice persistent hair loss, it's important to consult a healthcare provider. Identifying and treating underlying health issues early on not only supports overall well-being, but also helps protect your hair.
And so depending on what the cause is, the anemia, you can strengthen the hydrochloric acid, balance the hormones. But what can you do to the scalp to encourage the hair to grow again? You can make a mix that you can put on your hair. And this mix is, let's make up the mix. So half a cup of coconut oil and half a cup of castor oil. Castor oil is a very thick oil, but castor oil penetrates deeper than any other oil. So when that is put onto the scalp, it penetrates even deeper. Coconut oil is a very nourishing oil. It's an antifungal oil, antibacterial oil. But what you also can put with that, so now you've got a cup of oil there. To that cup of oil, you can add 10 drops of rosemary essential oil. Rosemary is a herb that's specific for the scalp. Rosemary essential oil. So you could make up this mix in a jar and mix it very, very well, and maybe once a week you massage it into the scalp. Your hair will be very oily, of course, but you massage it into the scalp. Just even the massaging into the scalp stimulates blood supply to the hair follicles. That castor oil penetrates very deep, and wherever it penetrates, it can revive life into that area. And the coconut also is a very nourishing oil, and the rosemary essential oil stimulates. Every herb stimulates different parts of the body, and this rosemary herb is specific for the scalp. The massaging, so leave it in as much as you can. Maybe you choose a Sunday when you may be going to be home all day, and at the end of the day you wash out. Now you might need to put shampoo on a couple of times to get all that oil out. Just use a little bit of hot water and then a nice amount of shampoo. And if it's still a little bit greasy, maybe shampoo it again. Now that brings us to the shampoo. There's something that you must keep right away from, and it's called sodium lauryl sulfate. Sodium lauryl sulfate is what's in many shampoos, and sodium lauryl sulfate kills the hair follicles. So it's important to take a magnifying glass into the shop and read the labels. In places like Whole Foods, Sprouts, Trader Joe's, where they have a lot of health foods, they have a lot of supplements, and they have a more healthier brand of products. So have a look for a shampoo that has no, so we've got to make sure you realise no sodium lauryl sulfate, because the sodium lauryl sulfate is a chemical that causes the foaming of the shampoo, and that sodium lauryl sulfate has the ability to kill the hair follicles in the scalp. So please keep away from that. You can get some very nice coconut-based shampoos. Coconut is very nourishing to the scalp. What's also important, here are some additions to the treatment. So additions to using this once a week. I mean, if you're home a lot, you might even do it twice a week. Exercise. What exercise does is it increases the circulation of the blood to the extremities, and the scalp is considered an extremity. So exercise daily, especially the high intensity interval training. The high intensity interval training, because of the periods of very high intensity, that really gets the blood moving out to the extremities. So that should be done daily. And hydration, keep well hydration. Remember, the rule of thumb is 8 glasses to 100 pounds body weight.
Sleep plays a vital role in allowing your body to recover and heal, which directly impacts the health of your hair. Make sure to get a good 7-8 hours of sleep each night, as sleep is when your body regenerates and repairs cells, benefiting both your scalp and your hair. In addition, stress management is key. Prolonged stress can disrupt the hair growth cycle, leading to increased hair loss. To keep stress in check, try relaxation techniques such as meditation, deep breathing, or yoga. These practices not only improve your mental health, but also support healthy hair growth. Another excellent idea is to massage your scalp regularly. Scalp massages help boost blood circulation and stimulate hair follicles, promoting stronger and healthier hair growth. Using just your fingertips, gently massage your scalp in small circular motions. You can do this with or without incorporating natural oil treatments that we've discussed previously.
Now, the herb that is specific for all scalp issues, so we might look at scalp for a moment. For all scalp issues is rosemary. And this is rosemary essential oil. The essential oils are expensive, but please remember that it takes about a whole bucket of the herb to get almost 1 drop of the oil, so no wonder they're expensive. But it's important to remember that, realizing that they're also very, very strong. So your scalp herb is your rosemary. Does it have to be an essential oil? You can make a tea with that, but of course it won't be as strong. But then again, you could bring it to the boil and slowly simmer a lot of rosemary in a little water, and you can certainly make it a lot stronger. So anything to do with the head, you would use rosemary essential oil.
Another common issue is an itchy scalp, which can be caused by dryness, product buildup, or even allergic reactions. To soothe an itchy scalp, you can try a natural remedy using slippery elm gel and lavender essential oil. Lavender oil has anti-inflammatory properties that can help reduce itchiness effectively. Here's how to make it. Mix 1 or 2 cups of slippery elm gel with 1.5 cups of water, Then add 6 drops of lavender essential oil. Apply this mixture evenly to your scalp, ensuring full coverage, and leave it on for a few hours before rinsing thoroughly with warm water. For oily scalps, you can substitute with a mixture of slippery elm gel and lemon essential oil. Lemon oil has natural astringent properties that help control excess oil. Follow the same process. Mix 1 cup of slippery elm gel with 1.5 cups of water, then add 6 drops of lemon essential oil. Apply it to your scalp, leave it on for a few hours, and rinse thoroughly.
What about hair loss? An excellent mixture for hair loss would be probably 1/4 cup of coconut oil and 1/4 cup of the castor oil. And then rosemary. So with the rosemary essential oil, you're probably looking about 6 drops. And what the person does is they massage that into their scalp, tie it up in a knot, and try and leave that all day. Someone said, can I sleep with it? Well, if you want, you can sleep with it. And then when it's washed out, be very cautious on the shampoo you use. And I'm going to give you a name of what you never want in your shampoo. It's called sodium lauryl sulfate. And sodium lauryl sulfate is what they usually put into shampoo, sometimes even put it into toothpaste to make it foam. And what sodium lauryl sulfate, it's a chemical that kills the hair follicles. So you don't want that. If you're not sure what the names are on your products, Google them, which it's not hard to do.
Thank you for joining me today to explore these natural methods to promote hair growth and scalp health. Remember, caring for your hair involves both nourishing your body from within and maintaining a healthy scalp environment. By incorporating these natural remedies into your routine, you can support optimal hair health and growth over time.